Jenna Bailey, and I am about to share an ear stretching update. Alright, disinfect your books, especially the brand new ones that you get from the store. It's the ones you get from the library. Okay, finally disinfected this book here that I just got from BAM. It's a million. What is this? Okay. Now, my other books. My other books are where? Gotta put them over here. Yes, I did put them over here. So let's disinfect them, shall we? Alright, so my ear stretching update. Um, the plugs I had in previously, um, and my ear stretching and water combination intake were not collabing together. So I had to take those plugs out. They are, I think they say 316L, surgical steel. Um, but they were too heavy to twist. They wouldn't twist in my ear. They would, like to stay in one place. I couldn't twist it to allow the oil in. So, and they are, screw backs. So I would like some glass or stone. Um, Not wood right now. I'm interested in wood though, to give it a try. And I'm interested in silicone too. I hear people go to sleep in silicone tunnels. So I wouldn't mind giving that a try because I've been sleeping in the metal tunnels. I also take them out and sleep without anything in my ear. So actually, I like did a stretch kind of like so. Just recently, I just figured out that like my ear is not gonna fully function in that metal plug anymore. So because I had a situation a while ago, and I maybe could have, maybe I don't even know if I tried it. Maybe put a glass tunnel in. I usually use glass or metal or stone. Those are the ones that I've tried. The materials that I've tried so far. Um, but they all are hard. So I'll thinking of giving silicone a try. And so I went looking for silicone tunnels, and I hadn't got any yet. Um, so the update: I have one glass double flared. My first double flared. I actually had another double flare, but I didn't get to wear that. So that is my stretch up. Like it's a double flared. It's a 916 14 millimeter in the saddle. And the flare it's 16 millimeter. So yeah, my ear was at a 16 millimeter. At least enough for my for the double flare to go in and sit on the saddle. And now it's healing from the metal. Even surgical steel is like my water intake. I'd like to increase because I do think that your fluid intake, your water intake helps your ear stretching process. and when you're not inputting enough of that thing. And also, maintenance is good. So I actually moisturized my ear like twice yesterday because my ears are like, more moisture, please. Like, because we weren't getting enough moisture through osmosis or water intake. So that is good. Like, jojoba oil, my ear. I was using, I did use some shea butter, some raw shea butter, but the tunnel wouldn't. When I go to turn the plug would like get stuck and kind of like that wouldn't be good to my ear. Like it would turn, but then it would stop turning after the moisture was absorbed, and it actually was as it was turning. I noticed that it was like tough to turn, and yeah, my ears did not like that toughness. So they are healing from turning, and actually it seems like I don't know, it's like on the outside by where um the flare of the screw metal, like that was too much, like the flare was too high or something. Like that was my most highest flare on that metal screw back, and like it wasn't getting enough oxygen. Like I needed to take them out more actually, but they got that screw part on there, so that kind of irritates your ear. My ear didn't want to go back and forth on that on the screw part. So right now I changed it to another surgical steel metal screw back. Um, and it's calming down. I did, like I said, moisturize it twice yesterday because I noticed my ear getting dry the first time that I moisturize it. So I moisturize my ears like in the morning and then again in the evening. So they're really like catching up because there was a period in between where I went a couple of days without maintenance, actually a few days. And my ear is healing from that the stress of the metal, and that was the second time with the same plug. It seems like, because usually with the smaller plugs, I could put my moisturizer on, apply some moisturizer to the metal plug, insert the metal plug, then give it a turn, and my ears were all right. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's a bigger size or perhaps it's my hydration. Perhaps I need to hydrate more because it seems like my ears did not like that turn. Since I've changed plugs from the other metal to um, a lower other metal plug with the higher flare screw back. I chose a lower flare screw back metal. My ears seem to be better. I do have a shea butter that I mixed with some oils, because at first I was just using the raw shea butter, but I don't know, like that wasn't enough moisture. Like the raw shea butter was um it's like my ears needed a salve instead of just the raw shea butter. The raw shea butter was needed some oils added to it so that it could be softer and smoother, more pliable. Um, let's see, I added some oils to it, and see if I can name some of the oils. It's almost like not an oil. It's almost like a gel. Let's see. I, I think that's helping as well with the healing, because it's only been like two 2 days, yesterday maybe, and today, and my ears have healed. If I can share some of the oils, because this is one thing. From Morocco, it says argan oil formula. Um, Nutrients. Okay, where did it go? Oh, here we go. That should work out better. Ingredients. Oh, good old friend petroleum, eh? Liquidum and mineral oil. And what is that? Lanolin. Yeah, I was thinking of, I was reminded of lanolin. I used to use lanolin. So there, lanolin works great. So that's probably what my ears took to. Lanolin is great for if you don't have any animal allergies. Lanolin is great for cracked skin, cracked open skin. I might should just use lanolin. I don't know. Let's see. Perfume, vitamin E, vitamin A, glycerin, soy, carotene. I like carotene. Um, okay. So basically, vitamin E. What did I say? Lanolin. I might need to give lanolin a try by itself, because I hadn't used lanolin in years. But when I did use it, um, jojoba oil is good. My ears did enjoy the jojoba oil that I have. Hi, Outlaw. Hi, Ariel. So, right now I have shea butter, with some of the oils that I just mentioned that I added to it to help relieve the dryness I was feeling. So possibly dry ears are another sign of maybe low hydration. A big part of ear stretching is to stay hydrated. It's gonna maybe moisturize on let's call it hair, but my shea butter seems not to want to make an appearance. Oh, okay, there it is. It says I'm back city. Okay. So making your ear care a daily thing and hydration is key to keeping your ears healthy, especially when you're wearing metal, I think. I kind of don't want to take you get to a point where you don't want to take the metal plate off, because then you got to put it back on the across the screw part. So I try and I hold my thumb at the back so that my ear doesn't go all the way off. Oil my ear, the metal. I use my thumb as a taper. Yeah, it feels like, it almost feels like my ear is getting pinched in the middle. And I thought that too last time. My ear is getting pinched. Hope not. I don't think it is, but my ear is on the middle, this screw part. I mean, it's not. It's close to the screw part, and it's sensitive there. And, okay, there we go. I might have just put my glass plugs in like a couple of weeks ago. Maybe if I had a pen, I don't really know. So I'm trying to get my glass plugs in. I did have a pair of glass plugs I got out to Buffalo a while ago, actually, some years ago now. But I got them to create my own, to have the in between sizes of stretching. Um, but I have packed up and moved. So, yeah. So I do have my first glass double flared 14 millimeter in the saddle um, glass plugs. I have one in, and I would like for my ears to get. I know I do have some single flared glass plugs, but they are packed up somewhere. They are packed away somewhere. Ah, got it in. Phew. So now both of my ears are in my double flared glass plugs. My ear has healed from a couple of days ago because it was yet today. Actually, it was today. No, not today. Yesterday. I moisturized them twice, and the other day I had moisturized them. But before then, they were like extra dry before this moisturizing. Like they were extra dry, and needed some tender loving care. And my glass plug was not going in. Um, one of them wasn't going in because it needed more, because it was drier. But one of them actually stretched. That's why I noticed I had an opportunity to get the glass plug in. I was like, okay, if I get the glass plug in, then my ears could have a better material in them for them to heal, and they would be off of the screw part of the metal. And it did feel like my ear was too close to the metal, and then I did have that concern a couple of times that my ear was being pinched in the screw part. And so yeah, that happened a couple of times. So I did my best to make sure that it wasn't. It just felt it. My ear felt irritated being in with that plug. That plug, it had a higher flare in my ear. So on the side where my ear was, where it had the higher flare, my ear was like crusted around, and then where it seemed like my ear was getting twisted in the screw part, it seemed like that was down at the bottom, and it seemed like I was missing my ear. It just seemed irritated. My ear just seemed irritated with that plug, because I spun it, so I would think if my ear was caught, it wouldn't have spun, but it was tough to spin. I don't know. Anyways, I just got my glass plug um into my left ear. So I have both glass plugs in, and I just did that here on on the live. My first stretch up on the live. Okay. Um I got my camera sitting on my lap, so I'm not sure how great that view would have been. Let's see. Let's give it no. That view, that wouldn't have been an ear view. So so these plugs that I just took out, that I had put in my ear to help heal my ear, to help my while my ear was healing, is a 914. I don't know why I'm trying to say 914, 916. Um, and the flare on it, it's a surgical steel, and the flare on it is less, it's lower than the other tunnel that I had in. So I guess my ear wasn't getting enough. I mean, it's a combo. It's a combo of things. You need to hydrate. You need the ear maintenance. So it wasn't just that the plug was tall, I don't think, but it seemed like that wasn't a great plug for my ear for a long period of wear. And I was wearing it for a long period. But that's not a that yeah, so that's what that seemed like. That plug wasn't meant to be worn for a long period. So my first set of double flared are in, and I've been had these. My husband got me these. Um, got all my most recent plugs, all of my 9/16 14 millimeter plugs from Spencer's. My most recent ones were from Spencer's. Um, but that was like months ago now. Um, so it's in, and double flared are um, have two sides to them. Like they have the saddle part, and then there's the flare part. So the saddle part is your gauge, and then the flare part is bigger. So I was thinking, I don't know, like this is my first flare, and flares kind of had me baffled a little bit. Like, so what are you supposed to get? Are you supposed to get your size in the flare or your size in the saddle? Because sometimes your size in the saddle, you can't use the flare. You can't use them because the flare is too big. So yes, you do have to get. Seems you have to get the ones that are your size in the saddle. No, the flare. So you get the one that's in the flare, and then your ear shrinks to the saddle size, and then you're taking them out, putting them in. Your ear shrinks and stretches, so that it can build elasticity. Well, I didn't buy my flare like that. My first flare I actually bought for Mother's Day actually, and then this year I just wow, this year I just put in my first flares, and Mother's Day just came around. So okay, so years ago, I don't know how many years ago, a couple of years ago, a few years ago, I bought some flares for Mother's Day. And I could not get that thing in my ear. And for Mother's Day, and so I wound up not using them because I had to wait till my ear stretched up. So when my ear stretched up to the next size, because of the flare, I had to wait till my ear stretched up because my ear wasn't going on there. So when my ear stretched up, the plug was too small. I couldn't wear the plug. So I'm like, what in the what? So yeah, that's my experience with my first experience. That was my first experience with a plug. Is that when my ear was the size of the saddle, I couldn't get the earring in. And then when my ear was the size of the flare, the plug was too small. So anywho, well, that's an update on my ear. So these ones kind of being in the state that they are kind of Mm, they were in the state. My ears were in the state, and they were at that. They were more so stretching than shrinking. So I took that opportunity to use it to get it to the glass earplugs, because right now these flare glass earplugs are the only ones that I have on hand. I do have some single flare glass um, earplugs from Arctic Buffalo, but those are packed away. I got one set. I think I got 14 millimeter or either 15 millimeter. It's either 14 or 15. So, but anyways, they're packed away. So I just got um, these glass plugs in, and I'm on top of my moisturizer because I could not let my ears go anymore. They was like, no, 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 come on now. Um, if you let us sit in this with this metal plug longer, it's not gonna be good. Not good. And I was making some, but the type of plug that it is with the high flare, and I guess like the room I didn't have for, okay, so it had a high flare in the front, and then my ear was rubbing on the screw part on the back. My ear just didn't have enough room on the plug to have the room it needed. I mean, for a long period of time. So I would have had to take them out at night more so than I did, but I didn't. So I'm sleeping in my plugs. So I will be sleeping in these ones. I just moisturized them. Um, all on this live. That happened. Okay. Oh, okay, there. So I got my. So I think what also made my ear pliable to stretch to that um to this double flared glass is it's a combo. I honestly think it's a combo for me. Like, it's not one or the other. It's this shea butter that I added some, I believe it helped the lanolin that's in the oil, the lanolin, the shea butter, because my skin was like it seems cracked. I want to say, because it just, I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me try to explain it. Like, when I put that jojoba on, then it like disappeared. It was like magic. Jojoba oil is a magical oil. But that was like my last little bit of jojoba oil. It was just like, more jojoba oil, please. And I was like, I gotta go to the store for some jojoba oil. I got this shea butter right now. Shea butter, and it was like, okay, we'll try it. And then it was like, that's not sufficient. So I was like, okay, well, how about I add some oil to it? And then it was like, all right, get your um, pioneering on, make you a salve, make us a salve. So okay, got my pioneering on. They was like, okay, we can rock with this. And then also hydrating. For my hydration, I drink I drink coconut water for my hydration. So now is the healing stage. So I do have this shea butter that I made mixed with this oil. That has lanolin in it. I know lanolin is good for cracked skin. So lanolin, shea butter, and glass plates are great for, is a great stone to use for, a great material to use when your ears are healing. Is glass for me. So I got glass plugs in check. Got the shea butter with lanolin and extra oils in it. Got vitamin E oil check. Got my hydration, coconut water check. And daily maintenance. So if I have to, when I have to moisturize my ear in the morning, moisturize my ear in the morning. When I have to moisturize my ear in the evening, moisturize in the evening instead of just one time a day. So yeah, I really had to boost my moisturizing up. And I was even thinking maybe I need to moisturize it 3 times a day. We're gonna see. So far it's been 2 times. Okay, so I just moisturized them just now. So we're gonna see how they go. Um, see how they are. Let me see. What time is it now? 4:18 a.m. Central Time. Tuesday, May 10th. We're gonna see how they are in a few hours. In a few hours. See how they go. Maybe, yeah, before lunchtime, breakfast time. Um, and then see how they are during lunch, and then see how they are in the evening. But honestly, I think this is the best. I mean, in my situation, I'm glad my ear went on the head and went on the flare so that I can get it onto my glass plug and off of that metal. Even though it was surgical metal, the screw part and the higher flare part, my ear just wasn't adhering to on a daily, how I like to wear my plugs. And by it being the screw, I, I it irritated me also to take them on and off. Okay, so took those out of my ear. Right now I got the glass plugs in. So now we're in the healing stage. We got the playing field set for all things healing. There we go. That's what I'm saying. So I just dressed up my ears. Okay. So I won't be showing them now. You may see them when I'm around and about. Um, or do an update again on how they're going. All right. All right. There are several YouTube videos that shows this. This I just had to make a documentation because I probably was gonna leave it in my ear, but I needed to get that off my ear. Now we're finna brush my teeth. So yeah, that was great. That's great to know that that salve that I made helped in the healing process and the stretching process of my ear. That salve, because before that salve, my ear wasn't stretching to the glass plug. But yeah, it has been some time. It has been some time since I've stretched up to 9/16, and then I put that salve on after my ear was dry, and it went on in. I mean, like, yes, get your pioneering skills on and make your salves for your healing. Yay. What was I doing? All right. Alright. What in the hula hey, did I do that? Did I really do this? I don't think I did. Did I? And set it back down? Really? I did that? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I received a letter from Triple C Creatively Created Crochet yesterday with some tea in there. Here's my letter that I received. Thank you very much. I got some tea on Triple C. So, let's crochet as a cheer to a tea on Triple C. Check my okay. Let's crochet. Let's crochet these rows. Let's complete this row of crochet. I'm on the 11th row. I'm not on the 11th. I'm counting down. So I am on the 11th. I'm counting down from 12. So I'm on 11. Make sure my mic is on. Thank you so much for the tea, Triple C. I have it in strawberry, and I also I'm grateful. Thank you. You are applying you're using your talents tenaciously, and using your pioneering. That's my new. That's not a new word, but that's my new word. Pioneering. Ah, your pioneering skills forth. You bringing your pioneering skills forth. Practicing. I mean, you working your pioneering skills. You working on. You putting on the work. Okay. So I'm getting down to the last couple of stitches on this row, and it may be 3 stitches left. It's getting down to the last few. That's kind of hard to see, or it's hard to notice. Let's see, hard to notice, but we are gonna notice them. I notice them. I notice it. Let's see. One. Is it just one, or is it 2? There's one right here for sure. so let's, look like it's 3. Let's go in right, wait, if we go in right here, am I skipping one? Let's try and go in right. I don't know if I could see it on camera. Let's see. I think it's one right there. I know it's one right there. I just hope it's not one in between that one. Okay, one right there. Okay, that looked like it was it. Is that it? It looks like it. Bonissimo. I did that without a stitch marker. If I put another stitch there, it may be increasing. So I think I did just get the last stitch. Let's see. Is there a stitch right there in that curve? Let's see. No, that one would be increasing, I think. Let's see. No, that kind of made it stick out more, I think. Instead of being flush. I don't know. That could be a stitch. Let's see. Let me check. It's my capabilities. Looks like I got all. Alright. It's time to get on. Wait, what do we do? Do we chain 2? We definitely chain 1. I think we chain 2. Turn our work. Wrap around. Double crochet into that very first stitch. Pull up and wrap around and bring the yarn through all 3. Bring the yarn through all 3. Bring the yarn through all 3. Now see, let me do, okay, so that should create a stitch there. Wrap around, bring through, wrap around, pull through, pull up, wrap around, bring through, pull up. Okay, yeah, so it creates a stitch at the tip of the end that kind of curves. That last stitch kind of curves out where your chain 2 is. So that'll be your last stitch where that chain 2 is. That's a stitch. It's not just a chain 2, it's also a double half double crochet. So let's wrap around, take through, pull up, go through. Okay, let's look again. So how many is that? 1, 2, and 3 at the end. That little one at the end is a stitch. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, look at your stitches and begin to realize the make and model of what that stitch creates, so that you become familiar with where to place your stitches. Alright, so we are now on row 10 because I'm counting down from 12. I say I'm on row 10 so I can remember what row I'm on. I think if I count, well, I'm trying counting down because the other summer top that I created, I counted up, and now I'm counting down to see how that works. See how counting down, counting up, counting down. So we're on row 10. So I'll be going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're on 10. And I'm going to crochet up to up by where my increase is after I untangle some yarn. Alright, I got some yarn untangled there. We're on row 10. And I may like to document this like this. My preferences on where I am in my, what row was that? Row 10. Okay. So wrap round. We're going up here to this increase. This is my crocheting. Like, I'm enjoying starting crocheting in this AM. I will read Aura's Your Personal Guide. I will read that, but my tension is seeming tight. Like I know the cup kind of curves, so, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm up and not in front of my stitch. Because when you're in front of your stitch, you do cause that tension. I'm trying to stay above my tent above my stitch. This is some thinner yarn than what I have been working with. I was working with the 4-ply Red Heart Super Saver. This yarn right here that I'm working on is a basic stitch Lions brand no peel. It is a 4 medium, but it is thinner than the Super Saver, and I like the contrast. I like that it's softer. Like, I think I may have to condition the Red Heart Super Saver. Red Heart Super Saver, you usually have to condition to make it softer. So this one I will not seem to have to do that. It is softer, it is lighter, it is thinner, so it's great for this summer top that I am creating. I just have to make sure I'm not pulling it in front of. I need to pull it towards the back of my stitch and not the front. I am noticing that it's going to the front, and it is creating a cup. I am making a cup, so this all could be part of that, part of the claw. So now I'm up by my increase. I'm going to go into this last stitch before my increase. Make that double crochet. And now what? Am I going to stop right there? Or am I going to go ahead and do the increase? Let's look at this. 450. No, yeah, 453. May 10th. I'll go ahead and get my crochet on, and also about 5 o'clock I'll read Horace. Let me put my stitch marker where I can locate it. I'm sliding my stitch marker on my hook in front of my thumb. I took my thumb off of my crochet, slid my stitch marker up in between my yarn and my thumb. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue with my increase. And a 1, and a 2, and then my stitch marker goes back in that second second half double crochet. This right here is Little John's yarn pattern tutorial that I am following. It's a pattern of her, it's a tutorial of her summer top, Little John's yarn. And I'll put that in the description box for anyone if I can. Alright. Where's my description box, folks? There. Little John's yarn, summer top. First, I need to go and get the link so I can put a link. Summer crochet top, Little John yarn, share, copy. And paste. There we are. Alright. Now I'm going to continue the increase. I place my stitch marker right now. I'm using a Susan Bates aluminum hook and Susan Bates stitch mark spiral stitch marker. Wrap round hook. Go into that same stitch you just did a two half double crochet in. Bring out, flip up, go in through. Okay, great. Now I did my increase. Now let me begin to go down the slope into that next stitch. I'm on my list is to do a lap gan and triple C creatively crochet. She's doing a lap gan. However, these summer tops are on my list, on my top list. So I am crocheting, attempting to crochet daily so that I can enjoy the completed items for the season that I create them in. So I just got up my crochet skills, and now I have the skills to do this summer top. So here we go, go on an adventure. Crochet, double crochet, not double crochet, half double crochet. That's why it's a must that you go to Little John's Yarn. She gives you Clear instructions. Step by step. Okay. Make sure my stitch marker is on the spiral stitch marker. Okay, I'm going down the slope. Let's check our time. And it is 5:01. Great. I can stop right here. Great place to stop. I am reading Aura's, Your Personal Guide by Joylina. Joylina? Goodings? And we're reading the layers of the aura. Aura Layer 3. The mental body. This is a part of the lower astral layer and lies about 9 to 12 inches, 23 to 30 centimeters from the body. It's concerned with our rational and mental activity, which is constantly changing. Negative thought forms attract negativity, while positive thought forms attract positivity. Influences on our lives. Negative thought forms attract negativity, while positive thought forms attract positive influences in our lives. This layer holds all we have learned in our lifetime. Our thoughts have a direct relationship to how we feel. So this layer is associated with both the solar plexus chakra and the throat chakra. Our thoughts have a direct relationship to how we feel. So this layer is associated with both the solar plexus chakra and the throat chakra. was Auras, Your Personal Guide by Joylina. Goodings, read by me, Tina Bailey. It is 5:06 a.m. Central Time, May 10th. And did I say it was Tuesday? It's Tuesday, May 10th. I do have a new book that I will be reading. Not sure if I'll read it on camera. Not sure. But I do have a new healthy book that I got from them. Barnes and Noble. Let's see how many pages it is. It's 250 pages. 251 pages. I hear that's the standard book page amount these days because they blame it on people not having a well, the reason they say that they do that is because people don't have an attention span, a long attention span. That's what I've heard. So they keep their books at 250 instead of 500. Take your book one word at a time. Read your book one word at a time. Yeah, but that's what I did hear about books used to be 500, at least 500 pages. Some were 1,000. And so books became shorter pages to fit people's, I don't know what, let me stop. Okay, stop. I got this book and it's very interesting. And I have a couple of decks that are on the cover of this book. Looks like a 5 font. Might be a 5 font, maybe 10. Font is important. Size font. Okay, so I'm going to go off the air and continue to look at my new book that I just got. While you get ready for your day, It is 5:11 a.m. Tuesday, May 10th, 2022, and that is 5:11 Central Time. I am Tina Bailey. Toodles.